I hope everyone who watches my channel had a happy holidays, and if your family goes on vacation, make sure to actually go with them. Don't be like this idiot. Or to be fair, you could blame the parents for forgetting their own child. Home Alone is a Christmas classic which I watch every year. It's not high art or anything, but it's a funny film with memorable characters, and it also has a great score. And also John Candy is in it. What's not to love? And then the second one came out, and yeah, it's pretty much the exact same plot, but in New York. And to be fair, I also enjoyed this one as a kid, and in general most people find it alright. It was still fun to see all the characters, and the Donald Trump cameo is probably the best thing of all time. I'm not even kidding, I love it. Me and my friends still quote, "down the hall and to the left." It's just brilliant. And then we got to probably the real first class junk movie in the series, and that's the third movie. What in the holy fuck happened to this series? It went from the funny small scale villains with the wet bandits, to a full on fucking terrorist organisation. I mean, the actual real problems with this movie are too many to list here, but I honestly think the lack of the original characters just really hurt it. It was a series that didn't really need another sequel. Oh, and they made another. And another. Jesus Christ, there's 6 of them. 6! What the hell, man? What is wrong with Hollywood? So the latest installment is Home Sweet Home Alone, which came out on Disney Plus about 2 years ago. I was only aware of this movie because of my friend Callum, who mentioned how much of a masterpiece it is. Yeah, and the general public and critics love this one, as you can see. So I checked out the trailer beforehand and what the hell?
They don't even know I'm here. They don't even know I'm here.
Is this fake? This shit looks fake. It looks like a fake movie. Why is the kid British? Why does he look like Peter Griffin? And I hate to address the elephant in the room, but I have to say something. I know I'll probably get hate, but Macaulay Culkin worked in the original Home Alone because he was a sweet little kid. This guy looks like he's about to divorce his wife. Talk about absolute tone-deaf casting. How did they fuck this up so badly? And again, why is he British? What does that add to the fucking Home Alone franchise? Ugh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Let's get this shit over with then. This is Home Sweet Home Alone. So we start off with, what the fuck is that title card? It looks like it was done on Windows Movie Maker or something.
And Pam is a teacher at Winnetka Elementary. Am I right?
Yes, the schools here are amazing. Correct, Jeff?
And Dexter Reed from Good Burger is the estate agent in this movie. He's come a long way from running Good Burger with the guy who likes feet. Oh wait, there's a sequel? What the fuck? Since when? Why did nobody tell me about this? I guess that's a video for another day.
They are totally lit.
I'm going to kill myself. You know, it's kind of hard to understand what's going on when the editing is just so jarring. They just keep moving the camera every millisecond. And here we come to the main plot of the movie. And this is the main character, Kevin McAllister. Peter Griffin. Max Mercer. They were really trying hard with that name. I bet they thought it was going to be a household name like Kevin McAllister. Oh well, nobody watched this fucking shit anyway. Well, apart from me, and now it's after Christmas anyway, so I guess I'm just an idiot.
Do the maths. 6 soda refills into one tiny 10-year-old's bladder does not go.
The acting is abysmal. He's no Macaulay Culkin for sure. So Peter Griffin needs to pee, and they go to the open house so he can do that. I still don't know why they're overly British. It just seems like such a specific and strange choice to make. And I'm sorry, but whose mum is actually going to go to the open house just to let their child go to the toilet? It's just so dumb.
Wow, you're so tall. You almost look like Frankenstein.
He's definitely the villain, isn't he? This movie is so subtle. The writing is amazing, guys. I just know I have a great hour and a half ahead of me.
We just leave him right there.
Oh, little boy doesn't want to share his dolly.
Excuse me?
Ah, I get it. You're one of those guys.
Why is Max such an asshole? I already fucking hate him off the bat. You never hated Kevin in the original because you could view it from his perspective. On that one, you are on Kevin's side, to be fair. I know I've already said this, but holy shit, tone down the editing. I'm getting a headache just watching it.
No McDonald's for you on the way home.
What a McShame.
Well, the first thing I can agree with this movie on, this kid definitely needs to lay off the Happy Meals. Wait, why didn't he just pee at the McDonald's? Oh yeah, so movie plot can happen.
I don't know. The guy Jeff saw looking through my underwear drawer seemed interested.
Yeah, the kids are gonna love that joke.
You good?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing some thinking, you know? This is a very good spot for thinking.
Oh my god, these jokes are so tone deaf. So the villains in this movie have a family? That's a little weird, but whatever. I just always love in these movies that the parents are absolutely loaded. That's a nice house, man. I'm just wondering how much that would take someone back in today's economy. It must be loads. And here we have the clone plot from the first movie with all the cousins. So like, why does this need to exist? So we have the Kevin McAllister, like the first one. The weird as fuck cousins, like the first one. The mum who puts up with too much shit from her annoying son, like the first one. It's just the same shit again. Yeah, I'm sorry, but these villains are not going to beat the Wet Bandits. You already lost me with this crap.
Totally lit.
Yeah, I am as well, mate. I guess this is what inspires Peter to use the traps later? And this shit is straight out of Son of the Mask. Out of all the films, you chose to copy from that? I think I'm gonna be sick. So the villains want more money. Surprise, surprise. And they realise that one of the toy dolls they own is worth $200,000. But of course Max steals it earlier in the movie. Like, why would he even steal the doll? This movie is just so weird. So to get the doll back, the guy needs to find the location of Max. So how does the movie do this?
Maxwell Johann Mercer.
Carol Ellen Mercer.
Bingo.
Yes, it is really that stupid. Holy shit. Because of course he'd remember all of that. This movie is such a timeless masterpiece. I just love Home Sweet Home Alone. And the guy finds the information about the house very easy. Because they just fucking shout it to him.
Code!
1112.
1112, brilliant!
Well, that's a bad code.
It's just so lazy. And it's way less creative than Joe Pesci dressing up as a cop. It's nothing amazing, don't get me wrong. But it just shows that this movie is creatively bankrupt. And of course the spare key is on their porch. They deserve their house to be robbed at this point. Sorry, I didn't just zone out, did I? What is happening right now? So Max somehow sleeps for like 10 years in the car. Like, what the hell? Is he just the deepest sleeper of all time? And wouldn't watching cartoons in the car drain the battery anyway? This kid is just so unlikable. So we have the montage of him being home alone, which is so unbelievably stale. And he builds Tower Bridge. You know, the one from England. That's where you belong, mate. Not in this shitty sequel.
Hello, no good
Oh,
keister.
this is garbage. I don't know why they're always trying to remake the classics. Never as good as the originals.
Oh, when will the suffering end? So they show us the montage of the villains growing up with their kids. Like we're supposed to sympathise with them or something? This is such a weird angle. I don't know why they're so desperate to try and get the toy back. The mum villain was dead set on waiting for the family to get back anyway to retrieve it. There's just nobody to root for in this movie. Because Max is so unlikable. And these villains are just so dull. They're trying way too hard to make a trendy movie. And this results in the film having zero charm.
All we have to do is find that ugly little boy. We'll pay us $200,000 for him. 200 grand.
I don't think so.
Really? Surely Max isn't that stupid. No way a kid his age would believe it. And here we have Buzz from the original Home Alone. I guess he needs the work. Hey, I respect it, man. Keep up the hustle. I would probably do the same in his position.
No ring on this finger, ma'am. No one's been able to tame this wild stallion.
Oh god, never mind. I would never be in this movie. What the fuck did I just hear?
No one's been able to tame this wild stallion.
Good night.
Wait, you're letting them get away?
Max, just go outside, you absolute idiot. I swear this kid is so stupid. What even is that shot of Tokyo? It looks like a live stream video. They definitely just didn't go to Tokyo, did they?
Listen, when I was a kid, my family went on vacation. We forgot my little brother, Kevin.
Don't you just love how meta this movie is? It's so clever in the way that it references the older films. Like in general, why is anyone in this movie? What does Kenan Thompson add to the estate agent role? That could have been cast to literally any other comedian. And to be honest, it wouldn't change a thing. And yeah, it's just the same shit as the first one. I know I sound like a broken record, but it literally is the same. The mum even has the same outfit and shit as the original. It just doesn't work the same when there's no chemistry beforehand. There's barely any scenes with her. I just don't believe in the slightest that this woman cares that much about her son. And back to the villains trying to break in. Haha, so funny. And then there's a fart joke. Brilliant.
We need a W, Pam. A win?
Oh my god, shut up! It's trying so hard to be hit with the kids. What an utter disaster.
Our family's W is in that house. He'll think I'm just St. Nick. But this Santa's gonna be leaving with that $200,000 ugly little boy in his sack.
Whoa, that's a bit dodgy, mate. He belongs on Chris Hansen. So remember how fun it was to have John Candy in the original? Now we just have this random creepy fucker on the plane. And his joke is that he watches the mum's plane screen and like touches her. And it's just really creepy. I straight up just don't get this joke. We have the montage of Max setting up the traps. And intercut with this is the main villains with their extended family. I think that's the other issue with this movie. They spend way too much time with the villains and their weird family members. I feel like we know more about their whole family than Max himself. And now we have the actual climax of the movie. And I'm sorry, but it's just so boring. We just don't even care about these characters at all. And I'm sorry, but this slapstick isn't even that good. This is just so hollow, man.
Where am I? What?
Really? Even the wet bandits wouldn't have fallen for this shit. This is beyond stupid. I have no words for all this shit. It's just so skippable. How is this slapstick part of the movie so boring? It's just such a slog to get through. So it turns out Max didn't even take the doll. So the whole film was pointless then. Great.
Okay, so you go to this kid's house because you think he stole the doll.
And then they try and sympathise the villains, who, you know, try to kill the fucking 10-year-old. This film was clearly trying to do something different to the original, but they decided to do it in the most stupid way imaginable. And it turns out that one of the villains' nephews stole the doll the whole time, and Max saves the day by catching the doll. I couldn't even make up this shit even if I tried. So 1 year later, after Max's mum finds out what happened, they all just become friends? What an awful mother. They just try to fucking kill him for no reason. So the bit with Buzz was just pointless. He doesn't even come back in the movie. It was just a shitty cameo for nostalgia bait. And they just laugh it all off. Aw, how sweet. This film is just unbelievable, guys. It was worse than I thought it was going to be in every conceivable way. I don't think there's one good thing about this shit. Look, if you like the franchise, just stick to the first two. I guess I'll review the other movies at some point. Maybe I'll make it a yearly tradition of reviewing these movies after Christmas has actually happened. You can blame Rebel Moon for that one. But yeah, this is just trash. I'm not even that annoyed at it, to be honest. It's just shit.
It's junk. First class junk.